All right, quickly, just a moment, Alhaji Mohammed. You've got to have some patience, a lot of patience, because Laulu Akonde is ready in our Abuja studio and is a spokesperson in the office of the Vice President. Thank you so much, Laulu, for joining us on the program. Tell me, you've heard so much that we've been talking about 100 days of President Muhammadu Buhari, but then people will be asking the question, what's the significance of the 100 days? We understand there is a document, my covenant with Nigerians. We've heard some denial about this document. Give us an understanding. What does administration stand on the issue of 100 days and the performance of President Buhari?
Well, thank you, Shane, for having me. Following discussion since I came here, quite interesting. I think it's important for us to understand that 100 days in the life of a government that has 4 years is not a fair measurement at all if we want to really be very serious about what we're talking about. Now, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't have any kind of assessment or review at any point that we have. But the expectation that in 100 days, any government at all will be able to do miracles, I think is a little bit, fantastic. However, we can reel out, a lot of the achievements that this government has been able to record in the first 100 days. Now, somebody was talking about what has been done about corruption. Now, I think you've forgotten about the Treasury single account. Now, the Treasury single account, which Mr. President has mandated all revenue-generating agencies of government to comply with, is a major move that is already blocking a lot of loopholes and blocking a lot of leakages where money is misappropriated or money is stolen. Because what you now have is that on a daily basis, the government can see how much is coming in from every revenue-generating agency. That is a big deal. It's a big deal. It has blocked a lot of leakages, and on a daily basis, you know how much is coming. Now, why is that important? For instance, we know that NNPC in the last 2 years, raised about over 8 trillion, I think about 8.3 trillion. And I'm sure that you still remember that out of that 8 trillion that was raised in 2 years, they remitted just about 4 trillion, meaning that they kept 3 trillion to themselves. Now, with the TSA that is in place, that will not happen. So I wanted to make a very important point about that. I'm talking about, some of the things that this administration has been able to do in 100 days. Don't forget the bailout package that Mr. President announced, a couple months back. Now, that bailout package, did 3 things. Number one, you had in June an opportunity for the states and the federation altogether to share the allocation twice. Because, again, we found out that LNG proceeds, some of which we didn't know where they ended. On this occasion, we were able to actually bring the energy proceeds, the dividend, into the federation account, and therefore made it available for the federation and the states to share. That was the first step in the package. And also, that already about 11 states have had their debts restructured into federal government bonds. So what that does is that, number one, they don't have to pay as much in debt servicing, and they have a longer time to repay the money. So that frees up for them quite a significant amount of money. And also, there is a special intervention fund of about 250 to 300 billion naira that is now available for states to take some money with very low interest rate to help them assuage their financial condition. Now, that is that's a big deal, especially for workers who, in some states, were not paid for over 7 months.
All right.